Hey,
I thought I'd give you some lag time. Good day, sir.
good day to you. How's it going?
It's good. I'm here and then I'm gone. They have called a staff meeting this morning, so I'm gonna go bring my staff. Infection.
You will
there we
infect
go.
it.
I hope so.
No question about it.
So I'm out of here at 8:15.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, 8:15. What time
Yes,
is the
sir.
meeting? 8?
8:30. But I have to get some stuff ready for the
Yeah.
meeting. So
Oh, yeah. You're ready.
sure. Yeah. Yes.
What did I tell Linda about these Friday meetings? It simply won't do.
You told her this.
Yes, through you.
How did through me? Oh, that you picked a great vessel for your message. I'm like Moses on that one. I should have thrown my staff down and turned it into a snake.
You are the snake.
Oh, I hope so. Yes. What's new with you?
My printer's not working.
Okay, Dad.
Yeah.
Right over.
Yeah. Come on over. Come on over. How is Dad? Everything all right?
Work in progress.
All right.
Yeah.
I got some stuff for you.
Yeah. What you got?
Okay. Mr. Bob's needs bedding and sheets, please.
Nope.
Don't forget Mel's pulled pork Sammy's today. $5 from 11 till 2, cash only. You got $5, Bulldog, to go run out there, do a drive-through.
It's payday, dude. I could buy like 200 of those mothers.
Excellent. Pick me up.
Clean them out. Let's keep circling the drive-through.
Today is National Cheesesteak Day.
Yummy, mostly.
Are you a cheesesteak guy?
Not one of my first loves, but
I don't think I ever had one.
I don't think I've ever had a good. You know what? I think I've always had a bad one. That's the problem.
Where do you even get them around here? Do they even have them?
Subway. I don't know, for some while Subway you could knock one out of there, but it was fine.
Subway. What about you remember those things? I don't know if you're old enough for this. Remember Steakums?
Yes, I'm quite old. Yeah. Boy, those took the grocery stores by storm in the early 80s, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Boy, oh boy.
I just thought of that because of the cheesesteak thing. The Steakums.
Consistency-wise, it's about the same, although Steakums were their own special kind of...
well, they remind me of Arby's roast beef. You know, the really thin stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
the Steakums were a little. Maybe the few times I had it, they were a little overcooked. But I'd be better off chewing on my dad's hush puppies. You know,
well, it's so easy to overcook because they're so thin.
Yeah.
They're like paper thin. It would take 2 seconds. You're like, that can't be done already.
Okay,
and
so now I'm dying to know if they're still a thing, if they're still around.
Of course you are.
Oh, they're still around.
Are they? No way. Where?
Well, I don't know. We'll have to work on that part.
We'll have to ask Dr. Ben about that.
Ask him about Steakums?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be thrilled. Oh, my. Let's see. Here it is. Look at that. All right, coming at you. Oh, I should give them my email so they can give me Steakum updates.
Steakum, National Cheesesteak Month sweepstakes. It's National Cheesesteak Month.
Wow.
Oh, look I love the T-shirt. You see it? The bubbles coming from the stomach. You see that?
Yeah, that'll do it. Over the heart, like a little heartburn there. You know. Look at that. 0% beef, 100% luxurious. This is the vegan-friendly Steakum beef sheets. Beef sheets.
You're gonna have some beef sheets, all right. I gotta run. I got the beef sheets.
You know what's awesome is I gotta make my bed. What are you using? Beef.
Steakum sheets. They're gonna give you the sheets.
They're vegan friendly.
Vegan friendly.
Wait a minute. Oh, it's a joke. It's a joke.
It's gotta be.
It's actually sheets. What the hell? They got us. We've been had. No, 100% real beef. What the hell is going on over here at the Steakum site? Okay. How to cook Steakum. See, you have a little house there. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's like you put them, flip them over, done. That's it.
Now I lay me down to me.
Oh,
Steakums has a sense of humor, my friend.
That is good. Explore beef sheets.
We're going to do just that this morning. Finally, beef sheets.
Even vegans. Oh, there's a video.
I think we need to take a break on our show here. Let's see how long this is. Do we have time for this
Is your
morning?
vegan diet leaving you unsatisfied? Maybe you're a little beef curious? Well, now, thanks to Steakum, makers of 100% real frozen beef sheets, there's a way to explore those meaty curiosities with beef sheets for your bed. Give in to your carnivorous temptations and sleep soundly swaddled in the luxuriously beefy folds of this tender sheet set. Just visit beefsheets.com on your personal computer or mobile phone to place an order.
Mobile phone. Your
Finally,
personal computer.
you can experience the pleasures of beef without violating your strict vegan principles. And they're not just for vegans. Beef sheets are perfect for all the meatless eaters in your life, like vegetarians, fruitarians, flexitarians, ovo-lacto-pescatarians, ketos, paleos, broccoli people, or anyone who says fake meat is actually pretty good. You just have to give it a shot. But wait, there's more. As a special offer, the first 100 Beef Curious callers will receive a code from Meatless Dreams, our free CD featuring the sizzling sounds of Steakum to sleep to. So what do you
$79.99.
Call or click today to order your own beef.
In the world.
How do you like that? You had no idea. I had no idea.
Not only are they around, but they have one hell of a sense of humor. That is
cheesesteak. We're bringing National Cheesesteak Day, and next thing you know, Steakums is taking over the joint. For God's sake.
Unbelievable. Beef sheets.
Beef sheets.
they are very smart. As an ad man, you must have unbridled respect for that.
Oh my God! My favorite part was the slowly turning the avocado, framed avocado away so they couldn't see it. See, that's nothing. I thought this was good. There's something known as a Philly taco, which is a cheesesteak rolled up in a slice of pizza.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that, but okay.
Yeah.
I've seen like a Philly cheesesteak type substance inside of a taco, but I've never seen someone just roll up a Philly cheesesteak into a slice of pizza. Oh my God.
And did you know that the original cheesesteak sandwich did not contain any cheese?
Really?
And that's something, yeah. Don't ask me what. Don't ask what was in there. I don't want to know. It's also National Chocolate Covered Raisin Day. Are you a Raisinette guy?
No, at the movies, no, definitely not. I have far too many other things to eat at the movies besides Raisinets. But
and you don't get them anywhere else. Do you know anybody else who? Do you know anyone who buys chocolate covered raisins?
No. I do.
Who?
They keep, I don't know, but they keep showing up.
Not Wonder Weezer.
No, well, somebody here. They keep showing up in the break room, and I'm just like, oh, come on.
It's a prank.
What? Yeah, it's just like...
Who would take? Remember the old song "Goobers" and Raisinets?
Oh,
remember that? Yeah, Goobers. Now that's living, but Raisinets.
Yeah. No.
There is only one type of grape used to make Raisinets: Thompson seedless grapes grown in California.
All right.
What do you think of that?
I think pesticides are all over those babies.
As well they should be. It makes them safe for consumption.
Of course. So,
I also got one movie thing for you before you run off.
Indeed.
Paramount to remake Hitchcock's Vertigo.
Yeah, I saw that.
Robert Downey Jr. eyes lead role. What do you think of that?
I think that they should maybe hire some writers who are dying to eat and work to come up with original material and stop harvesting Hitchcock. God's sakes.
That sounds like a horror movie. Harvesting Hitchcock.
It is. We live it every year when someone says, the man who knew too much would look really good here in 2023. Stop it. Stop.
I think North by Northwest, I think, is the only Hitchcock movie I've seen start to finish.
Oh man, there's so many good ones.
There are good ones.
You haven't seen Psycho cover to cover?
No.
What the hell is wrong with you?
No interest. Why would it's just weird.
I've
seen the Cliff Notes.
Psycho, a movie that's merely an hour and like 35 minutes, but Jack didn't have time for that either. No, can we shorten that so much? A smaller box?
No, it's not. It's not the length. But why would you watch something when you know what's going to happen? That's my point.
Because it's extremely well made and beautifully acted and wonderfully filmed. And,
Is the movie itself good except for the shower scene? I mean, does anybody know anything?
God, there's yes. Oh my Lord, it's got.
And he's the mother. He's nuts. The Bates dude.
Sure,
right?
If you want to boil it down to its Steakums essentials, sure, works for me.
Forget Cliff Notes. That's the meat sheets version.
That's our next product for next year. The hell with Cliff Notes. We're going to give you meat sheets.
Meat sheets.
Yeah, we dripping.
Yeah, what's the meat sheet on this one? I don't know if I want to invest a dollar.
Dude, how come
an hour and a half?
Why is your trapper keeper wet?
Give me the meat sheets version. Come on.
Are you passing meat sheets out there? God. Lordy. No, Vertigo should not be touched. Robert Downey Jr. is a great actor. I think. I mean, I'm sure he'd do great.
I like him. He was great in Back to School.
Yeah, sure. all of his conquests in Hollywood, you bring up Back to School. He's in the movie for about 8 minutes with spiky hair as a weirdo.
It's great. And so is Burt Young. He's also got great actors in there. The kid who played the lead was like, eh. And then they have what was the obsession with Sally Kellerman, for God's sake? She looks like an Afghan.
Oh,
hound.
She
did have a great voice. There's no question.
That's why I was using commercials for like 20 years.
Oh,
like I think
God bless her.
Didn't she do Hidden Valley Ranch for a while? She was just like, oh yeah, all over the salad.
That sounded like William Shatner doing Sally Kellerman, doing Hidden Valley Ranch.
I do that at nightclubs now. They want my impressions of impressions.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know the clause.
Dude, do your your Shatner doing Kellerman thing. That's awesome. We love that.
Forget stand up. We're just going to do beef up.
Lord willing. Anyway, it's 8:15. Bulldog out. Let me replace my divot though. Like here
you
on
don't have any messages. You don't have messages for Dr. Ben.
I just want to send him some beef sheets. I think he needs to sleep in beef sheets.
You got to send him that link.
Oh, next time he's on, I will. We will have to assault him with steakums. Assault with a deadly steakum.
Let's ask AJ. AJ's probably too young. All right, here.
Too young. Although they're still available.
Do like a blind head. Do like a blind ear thing, so you can listen to us, so we can talk to you while you're in the meeting. That'd be great.
No
beef sheets.
Yeah, that'll help augment the meeting.
Witches of Eastwood. That was a great movie.
I am so out of here. Have a lovely show, everybody. When you're done, Jack, push that red button in the corner that says end broadcast, and it will
done, Jack.
End the broadcast.
Okay.
So, cool. I should say hello to AJ. AJ, good morning. How are you?
What's up, guys?
Nice to see you. I'm out of here. Take care. Take care of Jack. Make sure he behaves. That's a tall order. All right.
AJ, I gotta ask AJ right away before you start on the sports. Do you remember? I don't know if these were still around when you were growing up. Steakums. Did your mom ever make those?
No.
They're like thin, paper thin sheets of allegedly of beef that you made in a frying pan.
No.
Okay.
Never.
All right. You got everything. You got grandma's making tamales. You got another grandma making ravioli. You got spaghetti and meatballs. You didn't have to have steakums. You've had a great life.
Yeah, I have.
All right. Fire away with sports. I'm done interrupting about food for now.
I'm going to start with the classic last night. It was an instant classic.
It was a classic.
It was the guard from Kansas State, Noel, I believe his last name.
Yep.
20 and 19. And for those of you, it wasn't 19 boards for those of you who are listening. 19 assists.
Well, it wasn't only the assists. They were spectacular assists. How he was threading the needle.
The lob at the end of the game, that gutsy lob at the end of the game.
When he was barking back and forth with the coach?
Did you see that?
Of course. Marquise Noel, that's his name.
Yeah, where he threw the lob to Keontae Johnson, which was a gutsy pass, and that was great.
It was really good. I thought Michigan State was going to win.
I did too.
Hauser started off hot, but then he choked.
Yeah, he choked when did he trip? I forget. Did he?
At the very end?
Yeah, at the very end.
Well, a couple. There were some bonehead plays there at the end by Michigan State, which there always are. I mean, there's so much going on so quickly. But when the kid blocked Noel's attempted three, and the Michigan State guys just watch it go out of bounds instead of grabbing it.
Yeah, grab the ball, right?
Always grab the ball. Always, always, always grab the ball.
Yeah,
I don't understand that. That was bad. And then they would have been tough looks, but they had about 2 or 3 potential looks at the three in that last possession before it got taken away from them.
Before he got stripped, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
They kept passing the ball around. I'm like, guys, you're running out of time here.
Right.
Go to the rim. I was like, go to the rim early, extend the game.
Yep. Big time. Yeah, I thought, and then Masu, is that guy's name?
Yeah. Fun fact, those are the only 2 guys who stayed at Kansas State.
Yeah. Keontae Johnson, right? Or Masu?
Masu
and Noel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Johnson,
yes,
Johnson is a transfer from Florida.
That's an entirely new team, a new coach. They had Bruce Weber, who got fired at the end of last season.
Yep.
And they had this new coach, and now they're in the Elite Eight. Did you think? Did you picked K-State before the game started, right? As I recall.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So you knew they were good. That's an incredible. Just like Marquette was picked to finish 9th or whatever, Kansas State was picked to finish 9th in their conference preseason.
No, last. Not 9th.
Last. There you go. Terrible.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, good for them.
Did you see my new favorite coach is the front runner for the Penn State job? If Texas doesn't get their act together behind him?
Who?
Rodney Terry.
The guy who's at Texas?
Yep.
What do you think's going to happen there? Are they going to keep him?
They better keep him, otherwise he's going to go somewhere else and do it I hope he doesn't go to Penn State. They're turning good.
Yeah. Yeah, well, otherwise it's going to be quite a step back with Shrewsbury gone. He did a good job.
Yeah, right. He did a really good job.
Did you stay up and watch the other, I guess it was UCLA and Gonzaga was a classic too. Do you agree?
I didn't stay up. I
didn't either. That was just too late. But
it started at 8:45, so it was a little too late for me.
The 3 that guy made for Gonzaga at the end of the game, did you see any video of that?
I didn't see it. Do you have a video of it?
I do, but I sent it to Bulldog, but he had to leave. So let's just check it out. It was the 3 that sent him ahead. It was comparable to that Masu.
Yeah.
Is that his name? His shot. Did you see his 3? He was like standing on almost the edge of the logo at midcourt when he made that one.
Right. I saw that one.
And that's what this kid did for Gonzaga as well.
Good.
So it was just amazing.
I like Drew Timme. I like guys that stay 4 years. So
he had 36 last night.
There we go.
Bunch of rebounds. I guess they couldn't handle him inside. He was just ruling.
That's because Jaime Hawkins isn't big enough.
Yeah. Well, UCLA's out, and Michigan State is out, and Florida Atlantic beat Tennessee.
I heard that.
You didn't predict that one. You said Tennessee.
No, I said Tennessee. I thought Tennessee was going to win the whole thing.
The whole thing?
Yep.
Shut up.
I didn't have my bracket, but I thought after the Sweet 16 they were winning the whole thing.
No.
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah.
Well, why did you think that?
Well, they beat Duke, and everyone's picking Duke before the tournament. Duke is hot.
They were hot, but they were in the ACC where there aren't these big men like they have at Tennessee who just pushed them around.
Right.
And took the ball and told them to go home, which they did.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Got a couple other things for you.
Okay.
We have the keep in mind, I saw a funny stat, and I don't think if you Marquette fans, you probably won't think it's funny. It said Wisconsin is now playing deeper in March than Duke, Michigan State, Marquette, Arizona, and like 8 other schools.
Oh, come on!
It was meant as a joke, but
yes,
that's hilarious.
It is a joke. And the joke's going to be on us because Greg Gard is going to be back.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I guess I'm excited to see the growth of the young team.
Yep.
We'll see.
Yep.
And we got some. What else do we have? Do we have any spring training updates? Oh, there's one spring training story I wanted to point out.
Okay.
Reese Hoskins got carted off the field yesterday.
Torn cartilage.
In the knee, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's big.
That's big.
What part of the knee did it say?
It's cartilage.
Oh, cartilage, not ligament.
Not ligaments. Torn cartilage in his knee.
Oh man, that's
yep.
bad.
That's bad. Yeah, the stuff happens. You know, I didn't. Did you see the play or anything that happened?
I didn't see the play.
I didn't either.
It was in the World Baseball Classic, I think.
No, it was in a game yesterday.
It was in a game yesterday.
It was in a spring training game.
Yesterday was it? Oh, was that Wainwright that's hurt because of the World Baseball Classic?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's hurt because of. Well, any predictions on tonight's games, Jack?
Let's see. Let's see who's playing. All right. So the schedule tonight at 5:30 our time is Alabama, number 1 seed, against San Diego State, number 5 seed. I'm predicting San Diego State with a shocking upset there.
Really?
Yep.
You think?
I do. The second game, I think this game should be a good one too. Number 1, it's at 6:15 our time, so 45 minutes after the start of the other one. On CBS, the first game is on TBS, by the way, and this one's on CBS. Houston, number 1 seed, against Miami, number 5 seed.
I like Miami in that one. The guards of Miami are really good, but it depends on their big kid plays because the guards are going to be offset because Sasser and what's the other kid's name?
Shed, something like that.
Jamal Shed, yeah.
Yeah.
They're both really good. And the Wong kid from Miami is really good too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
A lot of good players in that game. I think Houston's going to win. I was impressed by Houston last week.
It's going to be a Houston-Texas regional final.
We'll see.
Which is going to be funny to go to. It'll be a Houston-Texas regional final to go to Houston.
And then there's Creighton this is at 8 o'clock on TBS again. Creighton versus Princeton. And wait, here. Oh, I forgot to give you the point spread. So let me just go back. Alabama's favored by 7.5.
Okay.
Houston is favored by 6.5.
Okay.
And Creighton is favored by 9.5 points, almost double digits.
9.5. That's interesting.
Yeah.
They must not be a believer in the Princeton offense.
Well, they want to get people in on it. I'm picking another upset. I'm going Princeton.
You're going Princeton, eh?
Yeah. Over Creighton.
Nice. Now, do they have the game? Do they have the game times for Sunday's games yet, or no?
No, they haven't. I haven't seen them. And then the last game tonight, of course, the one I really want to see is at 8:45.
Texas and Xavier.
Yeah, Texas and Xavier, and that is on CBS. And in that one, Texas is favored by 4.5.
Interesting.
That's the lowest spread of the games tonight.
Now let's see who we got in there. We got good matchups. We got Tyrese Hunter. We got Sully Boom, Jimmy Allen, and Jack Nunji. We got Sir, I forget his name. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, I don't.
Sir.
For Texas or for Xavier?
For Texas, Sir Jabari Rice.
Oh, I see. I don't know their players that well.
Yeah.
I picked them in my bracket though to win the championship, even though I won't.
In your original bracket, or
in both my original and my Sweet 16 bracket.
I got you.
I've only seen him play a couple halves against Kansas. One was during the regular season, and one was in the
Big 12 tournament.
Big 12, yeah.
Yeah, the Big 12 is secretly good now because they got 2 teams left.
All right, and Big 10 has none. No team is going to the Elite Eight for the Big 10.
No, unless you come to the NIT. No, I'm kidding.
I don't think they're going to win again until they fix what's the most important thing? It's a conference of college athletes, and they insist on calling it the Big Ten, even though there's 15 or 16 schools in it. It can't even get the number right until they fix that. The Big Ten is cursed. They're not going to win anything.
There'll be 16 schools in it now.
Yeah, there you go. So call it the Big 16, not the Big 10.
Yeah, the big or the super conference.
Or just call them the big guys. Something. Don't put a number on it.
Just call them the big. That's all you got.
The big. Yeah, the big, and then the biggies will win. Until they fix that, mark my words, AJ. Nobody's going anywhere.
Well,
all right.
Well, the only thing I could save them is now that UCLA is coming into the conference next year in basketball.
Yeah.
Not that impressive, huh?
They're out too.
I know. So they're out too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The heck with them.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are your picks for tonight? You've got Alabama.
I got Alabama.
You've got Miami in an upset.
I got Miami, Texas, and
Creighton.
Okay.
Well, we differ on every game except for Texas Xavier. We both think Texas is going to win.
Yeah, I gotta roll with my buddy. I'm a homer, but
you are a homer.
I gotta roll with him because he's played really well and he's been through a lot in his life. So, gotta roll with him.
Okay, well, I hope it turns out well for him because I picked him. And then other things, AJ, I've got. Did you hear this Lamar Jackson thing where allegedly he's got a Florida man who most recently was pitching a home fitness invention is now trying to negotiate a 9-figure contract with NFL teams. We're being he was acting on behalf of Lamar, and then Lamar said it's not true. The guy said it's not true. The NFL even sent a letter out saying to all the teams, since he's not a certified agent, you're not allowed to negotiate with him.
Oh man. But
it's a mess because Lamar's saying it's not true, and the guy said it's not true, but the teams are saying this guy contacted us.
Yeah. I read something like that. I read something about that. Lamar, here, and I'm gonna make a pitch to Lamar for a second.
Okay.
Dude, just have your mom be your agent. Get her certified, or something like that. You want your mom involved in negotiations. You want your family involved in negotiations. Have them be your agent. They got your best interest in mind.
Or why don't you have the mom act in concert with an agent? Because she's got. You need somebody who knows all the legal stuff and is certified. But you also need someone who is, no matter what, is looking out for your best interests, which you would think would be your mom, right?
Right.
So
heck, I'll just give you an example. My parents stopped by. They got on their way to Florida today.
Oh, yeah?
They stopped by to drop off my calendar for April.
Oh, nice.
Which I'll get you on it as soon as I have a date.
Okay. Yep. AJ's going to be a guest speaker at my Rotary Club, which is great. I got another NFL thing, dude.
What do you got?
Odell Beckham Jr. rumors. Jets and the wide receiver both want contract amid Aaron Rodgers' contract trade bumps.
Oh, my goodness. Aaron, buddy, pull a fast one and just retire. Let's just all screw the Jets over.
He's not going to retire. He won't be able to stand it with all the attention on him. He's such a big attention hog. New York is the perfect place for him.
Yeah, right. No, I know. I'm just saying. He's getting all these guys to come to New York. Wouldn't it be funny if he just retired?
Or, he's lost it. That would be another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think of that?
OBJ, man.
He hasn't played in a year. Went out. It must have been a pretty bad knee injury that he had in the Super Bowl.
Has to play. Well, he's towards ACL.
Yeah.
But hasn't played in a year. My man, why don't you want to play on grass? That's better for your knee anyway.
What kind of turf? They don't have grass at
It's synthetic.
synthetic. Oh, I was wrong. Reese Hoskins has a torn ACL.
Oh boy.
Will undergo surgery.
Oh man. Well, maybe you could pull Giovanni Gallardo and come back in September.
ACL reconstruction. Revealed a left knee anterior cruciate ligament tear that will require surgery. He was carted off the field after suffering a non-contact injury during his team spring training game against the Detroit Tigers.
Non-contact is the worst.
Hoskins backed up as he attempted to field a high bouncing ball off the bat of Tigers outfielder Austin Meadows in the top of the second inning. He fell in shallow right field as he attempted to field the ball.
Oh man. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not a Philly fan, but I hate to see stars get hurt, especially a guy like him who had a big World Series and had a huge World Series, as a matter of fact, and a huge playoff run. I hate to see it.
Yeah. It's no good. You only have so many years when you're at, in that your brief window of playing at that level, and then they have a year at least taken away from. Well, we'll see. Hopefully, it's not completely awful.
Right.
Maybe he'll be back this year. Let's hope he is.
I have an announcement.
Uh-oh.
We're going to the Bucks game.
You and me?
No, the house.
Oh, you are? When?
Yep. April 7th.
April 7th. Who they playing?
The Grizzlies.
Oh, that's a good one.
And Ja's back.
Yeah. Well, for now, let's hope he doesn't get kicked out again.
Which, by the way, the Bucks play tonight. For those of you who are looking for something to watch,
Who are they playing?
they play Utah.
Oh, where are they playing? Here or there?
Utah.
Utah.
Yeah. Bucks are on a roll right now. They could get the number 1 seed and could. Operative word being could.
Yeah. And I saw the latest power rankings. The Bucks are number 1, and they have Philly as number 2.
Yeah.
The Celtics number 3.
Well, and the first team in the West is Denver. I want to say.
Is it right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of good stuff.
What did you say the National Food Days were today?
Today, it's Philly cheesesteak day.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Good stuff.
Do you like cheesesteaks? Yeah?
I haven't had one in a while, but it's very good. It's very good. We make, since we're talking about food, we make Frito pie here.
What?
You put chips and it's like a walking taco. If you remember those from school.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
That sounds good.
It's really good.
What is it? It's not a cheesesteak.
No, it's not. It is no, but it's pretty. But it's pretty similar to if you make a taco.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have the shell.
Okay. That's interesting. All right, I'm gonna hang on. But you said, how can you walk with it if there's no shell?
You eat it in a bowl.
Eat it in a bowl? Oh, okay. Listen to this. Have you ever had a Philly taco? It's called. A Philly taco is a cheesesteak rolled up at a slice of pizza.
Philly taco.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
AJ, Dr. Ben's going to be saying, AJ, what are you talking about? The other national day that it is, AJ, is National Chocolate Covered Raisin Day.
Chocolate Covered Raisin Day?
Yeah. Do you like chocolate covered raisins? Have you ever had them?
Yes, and I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan?
No. The only thing chocolate covered I eat at the movies is the milk duds.
No chocolate covered peanuts?
No.
What's the matter with you?
It's just been a while, so it's an acquired taste.
It's not an acquired taste. It's chocolate and a nut.
I love chocolate. But no chocolate covered peanuts.
No.
No.
Man, you're pretty. You're for a kid who's had everything. You got grandma's making you tamales. You're pretty picky about your chocolate covered choices there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Let's see what else I got. Oh, I'll be at for those of you who want to know, I'll be at Mel's on Tuesday.
Okay.
I'll be at Mel's on Tuesday, and I'll be at the River Run.
Excellent.
I just put the ride in for the River Run.
Do you want to hang on and say hi to Dr. Ben?
I will. I'll hang on for a minute.
Okay.
I can't stand all day, but
okay. Well, all day. I didn't invite you all day. I said, "Do you want to say hi?" Then you got to beat it. I've had enough of you.
I will.
Here's Ben. Ben.
Hey
Ben. Guys.
What's up?
How you doing?
Are you eating chocolate covered raisins, Ben?
No.
Good.
I'm eating almonds.
Bulldog's not here, so you got Jack today.
Yeah. You lucked out, Ben.
Oh,
it's just me.
Jack?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just Jack.
Oh.
It's a full dose. You're getting the full dose today, Ben.
I like it. I'm okay with that.
Cool. Today, it's National Philly Cheesesteak Day.
Okay.
And
all right.
And it's National Chocolate Covered Raisins Day.
Is it a national day every day of a?
Pretty much.
I feel like it's a national day every day.
Yeah.
We just find them, Ben. We just find them.
Yeah, we don't make it up, Ben. We just report it. Oh, Ben's frozen.
Oh,
I'm on mobile connection. I'm frozen. Hey,
you're kind of funky. It's like the old days when they used to have a TV with the rabbit ears antenna.
Yeah, right.
You got to keep twisting the antenna. He's still frozen. So, AJ, where was that? Since you finally got your hot fudge sundae on Tuesday, where did that sundae rank in your sundaes that you've had in your life?
Top 3.
Top 3? Who else has good ones?
Cops is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And so does Cops has a good one, and so no, actually I've heard, and so does Gossie's in Sheboygan.
Okay, I've got another one for you. Who is a big partner of Mel's, Wayne's Drive-In in Cedarburg. They have great.
Yeah.
Is that you barking or is that a dog?
That's Coco.
Coco?
Millie
Coco's making up.
Millie was here earlier.
Oh, okay. Millie? Or Molly?
Millie, my parents.
Millie. Is she going to Florida too?
No, she's staying with Douglas.
Okay.
Did you get Ben back?
He's trying to connect. Looks like he's Ben's struggling with his connection today. Well, okay, and they're gone for a week. They're gonna have fun. You're gonna have fun for a week. You get your parents out of the state. You're gonna go wild?
No.
Why not?
I have a lot planned, but I have my calendar. But I'm going to Mel's on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Also got counseling on Tuesday. I have let's see. I have let's see.
Hang on, Ben, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We got an icon. You've never looked better than you do right now.
So it's weird. I can't connect my my camera, which is unusual. So
Jack, do you want me to stay?
If you can, you stay if you can. If you got to go, you got to go. We got Dr. Ben's got important things for us.
I'm gonna let you guys hold it down today.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you guys hold it down because I got a barking dog in the background, so I'm gonna let you guys hold it.
Okay. Give that dog some pets. Give it some love.
I will.
All right. Good. All right. Let me know what you think of the games tonight.
I will. I'll text you when they start. So.
Okay. Good. See you, AJ. Have a great weekend.
See you. See you, Jack. See you, Ben.
Bye, Jay. So, Jack, what
Yes,
is
sir.
glut biome?
I just did that for you because it seems like everywhere I look, it's gut biome. It's like I can't get away from it. Everywhere I look, there it is, and I think of you all the time. So I thought, gut biome isn't good enough. Or glut biome.
Okay, I like it.
Nothing like a good gluttony to get you going.
That's awesome. Very nice. Very nice. I'm going to start to come up with some good titles for underneath my name as well.
Well, you made me think, Ben. You read so much, both books and articles. Have you given thought to writing your own book?
Yes, I have. And actually, I have started one. I am doing a small book on basically just a general primer on what people should eat. And then it's going to have recipes.
Excellent.
And it's going to be very much so a how-to book because, it was really at the last talk I gave, I did a pretty big nutritional talk on basically the age-old question of like what human beings should eat. Mm-hmm. And there's so much confusion, but I do feel like there's a bunch of things that have really been borne out in science and practice with people trying different things where there's some things we definitely know. And people are just so confused. And so anyways, I am creating a book that is going to help people dispel some of that confusion and get some of these strategies into their life. And the most interesting thing after that talk, Jack, the next day, someone who was there, who was a member of Form and Fitness, came to me and she said, yeah, I'd really like to get going with adding more whole foods to my diet. How do I do that? And I said, because she's like, my daughter and I were really inspired by the talk. And she's like, how do I do that? How do I add whole foods in? How do I get going with that? And I said, well, are you up for a book recommendation? One of the best ways to start with that is to read a book that has recipes and gets you inspired on how to do that.
Right.
And she goes, whoa. I'm not up for a book. I mean, it was just so funny. Like, were you really inspired? Or were you just, it's like, you can't even read a book. Like,
you're on Cliff Notes, Ben.
Exactly. So my book is going to be very short. And it's going to be on things like how do I implement more vegetables into my diet strategy? What is real food? What is not real food? Like that kind of stuff. Just very actionable type of information.
Well, that's what the world needs exactly. And along with that, another barrier or hurdle that I hear a lot about eating better is the cost of doing it. Is that a thing, Ben? Is that real, or are there ways to? Some of it's real, some of that's real, or is it just seasonal? Do you have any thoughts on that, or what
I
you
think
found?
that is a total cop out. You know what costs a lot, Jack?
What?
A giant drink at Starbucks. That costs a lot. One of those disgusting, giant, sugary crap drinks that people are always throwing down their gullet. That costs a lot. For that $10, how much produce you could buy? I mean, that is just such a cop out.
Okay, well, I'm glad I struck a chord. I can tell you're a little hot with that one. Let me ask you this: Where do you stand, Ben, on, or should you buy organic produce or regular produce? What do you think about that?
I typically try to buy organic for my family. I think there's been some research studies on that where they have kind of, it's kind of been borne out that it is more healthy, even though like, organic food, yes, there is still rain that falls on organic produce that has pesticides and chemicals that have come from the process of rain and whatnot. But I still think that it is better to buy organic if you can. And I put another caveat on that. If you can't buy organic and you can only get regular old pesticide-laden, herbicide-laden vegetables, those are still a ton better for you than the refined processed crap food that most people are putting in their mouth every day. Okay. So that's kind of where I'm on that issue. Okay. And if expense is an issue where buying organic is going to be too costly, just buy the regular stuff. That's totally fine. It's still super good for you.
Yes. And Ben, what about, here we are in Wisconsin, which obviously we have our drastic changes in temperature and seasonality. When the summer hits and we have so much more, in fall where the apples, everything is so much more plentiful, is it a good idea, or does the fruits and veggies lose anything if you buy them fresh and freeze them? What's your thought on that?
I feel like, like even Costco has done a good job of getting organic berry blends that they must process at the right time of year and then freeze them.
Mm-hmm.
So you're totally right, though. I mean, obviously, there's a huge seasonality factor to vegetables and fruits and all that stuff. And to get them as fresh as possible is, but sometimes the best you can do is a frozen pack of berries or whatever.
Right.
It does seem though, like the leafy greens, there's never seems to be, and I think they grow those in like greenhouses and things because, there are always leafy greens in the supermarket and they always look good. They always look like they're fresh, so, but some of those other things like apples and bananas and all that other kind of stuff, I'm not sure, but you're right. You do have to kind of, and that's where I know different stuff comes into season, where the supermarket where I go, they do a really nice job of putting out the seasonal stuff. And then we'll eat that when it's in season, and then you rotate as the seasons change because different fruits and veggies are coming in at different times in the year. So, but yeah, that's an excellent point. And that brings up another point too, Jack, is are we getting the same nutritional benefit from the fruits and vegetables that we used to because the soil is so depleted and there's so many issues with this mass farming and things of that nature. So that's another question for another day. But it's like, are we even getting the minerals that we thought we were getting from, the different foods that we're eating, so even more so, it makes it more important to eat more of them, because you might not get the same dose of good stuff that you used to in the past.
Yep. Okay. Well, I've fired out a bunch of questions at you and completely not let you get to your topic. What did you want to talk about today, Ben?
Well, the thing that I wanted to talk about today is I was just talking to my wife about this morning where she's like, you read so much, are you just confusing yourself by like getting all this information in and you're trying to process all this stuff, especially in relation to nutrition and diet. And, I was like, no, I don't think so. I think I'm really coming to some core commonality among all the experts that I trust and that I read. And one of those is that, and this is, we may have talked about this one of the other weeks, but every successful diet strategy that there is, whether it's paleo, Mediterranean, whole food, plant-based, all those diets, the one commonality they share is a large consumption of fresh vegetables, So I wanted to talk to your audience today about the fact that they should be eating vegetables with every meal. They shouldn't just be saving those veggies for dinner. There's a secret that I came upon. I was reading this ancient tomb that was excavated from this cave in some strange area. And I was reading this tomb and it had all this secret information. And one of the great secrets of life in the tomb was you can have vegetables for breakfast. That was one of the primary secrets of this ancient reference book that I found where, everyone thinks that it's taboo that you will basically implode and explode if you have a vegetable for breakfast. Like it's just it will happen. You will basically, lose your mind if you have vegetables. But I just want to let people know that it's a secret that you actually can eat vegetables for breakfast. You could have, in fact, broccoli for breakfast. And that is like that's crazy talk. I know that's insanity, but you could have broccoli for breakfast. You could have leafy. You could have a salad, Jack. You could have a salad for breakfast.
You could.
It's allowed. It's okay.
Yeah. You got to talk to the restaurants because restaurants that have breakfast and lunch and dinner, if you go into those, they never have that option. Like they'll have breakfast all day. The closest they have are if you put vegetables in your omelet or mixed in with your eggs or something. But
totally,
I've never seen a salad like they say, okay, you can have the salad as part of the brunch menu or the whatever.
Wouldn't that be interesting? You can get it for lunch, but you're totally right. For breakfast, there is devoid of vegetables. The only way you can get it is what you just said, because my family and I were at the Pancake House in Cedarburg.
What? You went to a pancake house?
Well, the kids love it. You can't deprive your kids of everything. So.
Yes.
But I had to eat there, which is very tough for me. And you're right. I ordered an egg white omelet and I threw every single vegetable they had in it. So
how was it?
It was delicious. It was really good. Yeah.
Good.
And I hope people don't take the things that I say as, preaching to them. I'm just trying to convince people that they can eat a little bit more healthy stuff every day at every meal. It doesn't mean that you throw out eggs. It doesn't mean that you stop eating meat. It doesn't mean any of those things. It just means start to include more of those healthy things anytime you get a chance to do it.
Well, it's amazing. And one of my big weaknesses is I love salted chips or any kind of salted things. And I think I'm in the mindset of that's what I have to have. But what I've been doing is before I have that, I'll say, all right, have an apple first or
Yep.
something,
Yep.
and it's amazing. Most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, I don't even, once I've had the apple and your mouth gets a workout from crunching and chewing and it's filling, and it's got water in it and all those good things. The urge is gone to have what I thought could only be satiated by chips. It's amazing if you can just, I find that I have to, at that moment of, do I put my hand in the bag or do I take a second and say, I'll have some green grapes first or something, that critical moment. Once I can do that, and even if I do have some after that, it's a lot less than I would have had had I dove right into the chips.
That is super smart. I think that's a fantastic strategy. And it is. There's like this moment of weakness where the crackers are the Ritz crackers or the saltines or the chips are calling you from the pantry.
Yep.
And, everybody has their comfort food or their highly processed food that they like, pretzels, whatever it is. And you're right. If you just take a moment and say, you know what, I'm going to eat a quarter cup of almonds and I'm going to chew them thoroughly and I'm going to, eat those first, or I'm going to eat an apple, or I'm going to have a small salad and then see if I still have that craving. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to. We're not going to see food every time, but most of the time you're not going to.
Right. That's right. Ben, can I ask you a few more questions, or do you want to keep going on what you're? Okay. No, veggies. Okay, for breakfast. That's good. There seems to me, the more I see and read, or just look around and be more aware, broccoli, is that like the ultimate superfood? It seems like it's always included on, whenever you see a list of these are 5 great foods or 8 great foods. Is broccoli like the king of foods, or is that wrong?
So the cruciferous vegetable kingdom has a lot of special qualities to it, of which broccoli is one of the guys in there. Cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts. There's a bunch of cruciferous. I think they're all good, but there's some components in those foods that they have found that are very highly anti-cancer. And with broccoli especially, and this is an interesting point for your listeners, if you want to access that anti-cancer property of broccoli, you have to eat it raw. And I can't pronounce the component. It's called like sulforaphane or something. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but the component in there, when you massacate and you chew and you break the broccoli apart, that's what activates that. And it is supposed to have a massively strong anti-cancer effect. And in fact, I try to include a cruciferous vegetable every single day. Like I've already had some this morning, I was just chomping on some broccoli a minute ago. And like you said, I have absolutely no cravings right now to get anything sweet or have a bagel, or a donut, or any of that kind of stuff. I feel great. I just, so I'm going to go out to the beach in a moment and go throw the football with my kids.
Well, there you go. When you have broccoli, what do you eat it with anything? Do you do anything to eat raw broccoli, or you just say, I'm just chewing it to chew it? How do you do it?
I typically use hummus as my vehicle, or there's some good non-fat yogurt, not non-fat. There's good yogurt dips you can get to if you don't like hummus or beans. I use black bean dip. I make my own hummuses too at my house, and I use all kinds of different crap. But I usually use all the raw vegetables as vehicles to get the hummus into my system. And I found, and it's going to be in my recipe book. I found this. I absolutely love this. You take a broccoli, and again, you could do this for breakfast. This doesn't have to be for dinner. This could be breakfast. You could be doing this at 6 a.m. You could do this at 5 a.m. in the morning. Take the broccoli, dip it in the hummus, and then I have a recipe for a seed mix that you blend, and you there's some spices that go in it. Then you dip it into the seed mix, and then you get this wonderful crunchy.
Oh, that's the crunch is so cool.
It's the crunch. It almost gives you that same satisfaction as having pretzels. But then you're getting in the flaxseed, you're getting in the spices, you're getting in all the other stuff. If any of your viewers want that recipe, I can send that to them. If they contact you, can they contact you?
Yep.
Listeners?
Yep.
But that's going to be in the recipe book when it comes out. That's actually the first recipe we put in there. But it's such a unique way to consume vegetables. And, so you take the carrot, you stick it in whatever type of hummus or yogurt dip you want, and bloop, you pop it into the seed mix with the spices, and then down it goes. And it actually is delightful. It is.
Oh, that's
really
great.
It's fun to eat.
Margot just ordered and got a vegetable chopper because we've been trying to come up with new ways or easier ways to eat fresh vegetables rather than just having them whole. Sometimes it's just a little thing where you can mix them up together in a bag or something like that. Just a little something different. And she's been making these dips. So it's interesting. She's, she's 23. When I was 23, it was like, do I have 2 Big Macs or 1? And with her, with her, it's so great that this is available to people, that they can make it a part of their lifestyle. It just makes it so much easier if you can learn it younger.
That's so cool that she's doing that. And she looks great. I mean, she's in great shape. She's doing her thing. I mean, I feel like she's really taken a great healthy path in her life.
Yep.
So
no question.
I wish I had learned some of this stuff in my 20s as well, versus, waiting till I was in my 40s.
Right. But better late than never, right?
Well, totally. And with your listeners, you're only 1 meal away from changing your health and the future of your life. You're 1 meal away. So if you've been eating crappy, you're 65 years old, you've been eating crappy that entire time, that doesn't mean the next meal can't be that healthy one. And it has an immediate direct effect on your arteries, your blood flow, everything.
See, now you got to get that in your book. That's got to be a line for your book, Ben. You're only 1 meal away.
I'll put that in there. I'll put that. You're 1 meal away. You're 1 meal away from changing your life.
That's a good one.
Your mood changes your mood. The foods that you eat change the way your thought process is. I mean, it's amazing. So
excellent. All right, I have one more question for you. It's not diet related specifically, but it is health related. It's an article. I don't know if I shared this one with you or not, Ben, but it happens to me a lot. There are certain nights, like in a week, I'll have 1 or 2 nights where I just don't sleep well. And then by the time morning comes, then I want to go to sleep, but I get up early to exercise every morning. So I have this in my mind, a debate of what's better for me, to get the sleep that I missed last night.
Yes. Yeah.
Or are you better off getting up? Because once you exercise, you feel better, at least for a while. You might be more tired later or something. Yep. But what's your advice on that? If someone just had a rough night's sleep.
You sent that to me, and and I don't think I didn't read that one, but I thought the title was super interesting. Mm-hmm. And I would wonder how they would even find out whether or not which of those two things is better. My thought process would be I would keep my wake up time the same. So I keep my chronological clock going the way it should. Mm-hmm. I would get my exercise in, and then I would attempt to get a nap later in the day, to try to make up for some of the sleep deficit.
Yeah.
That's just at first blush. I've not researched that or anything, but I do think keeping the same bedtime and the same time you wake up each day. Like I'm on spring break with my kids on Cocoa Beach, and right now I'm still getting up at 5:30 in the morning. So
there you go. So you weren't kidding about throwing a football on the beach. I'm looking outside and I'm thinking it's not snowing, but Ben, you're pretty tough. You're going to Lake Michigan this morning.
I wanted to make you jealous with my camera. I can show the ocean behind me, and I can't. It's not working. That was my whole plan for this morning.
Oh man. Well, you're lucky. You're really on break, as Bulldog and I had, and he controls all the visuals. We had some great head exploding graphics for you that we're going to have to save for next time.
All right.
But well, thanks for calling in on vacation. We really appreciate it. You're always so full of that. I love that.
No problem.
You're only 1 meal away from changing your life. I mean, that's a stop. That's one that makes you stop in your tracks when you hear that. It's not, you have to do all this for 3 weeks and it's going to take some time. 1 meal away is one step.
You're 1 meal away. Yep, I should have said that to that lady who wanted to go into a whole food. I'm like, okay, here's what you do. At your next meal, take some vegetables out of your refrigerator and eat them.
Yes. Very good. Cool. Well, it's great to have you back on. We haven't spoken in a while, but we'll connect up between Bulldog's issues and your scheduling. You've been a little off, but we got to get back on track. And this is a good start because you always bring it, Ben. You're all right.
Thanks, Jack. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your week.
All right. Have a great break, and talk to you next week.
Sounds good. Bye-bye.
Great. Bye. All right, everyone. That is it. That is the Jack Henke show there's one more show in March. Yeah, one more week in March. So there you go. Dr. Ben on top of it. Bulldog bailed. He's using Linda as an excuse. I'm not buying it. No alibi. Linda, you're all right with me. It's Bulldog. Anyway, y'all have a great weekend. You got the rest of the Sweet 16 and then the Elite 8 this week if you're not into sports. There is snow if you want to make your last snowman of the year, so get after it. Have a great week, everybody. Weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday. A little Shirley to you. Have a Wonder Weasel weekend.